What's up, Rippers, and welcome back to Ripping and Ranting. This is Coffee and Cards, episode 10. I'm Shane, and this week we're going to jump right into the biggest plays and the biggest letdowns in sports from September 2nd through the 8th. First up, baseball. On September 2nd, Chicago Cubs edged out the Braves 4-3. A 3-run homer by Kyle Tucker gave them a 3-0 lead, held on thanks to strong bullpen work. On the following day, on September 3rd, it wasn't so kind to the Cubs. They fell 5-1 in a loss that dropped them to 80-60 for the season. But on September 5th, the Cubs bounced back with an offensive explosion, pounding the Nationals 11-5. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, newcomer Ha-Seong Kim made his mark, launching a 3-run homer to help the Braves secure a 5-1 win and avoid a sweep. And since we're in the world of baseball, I know you're seeing it everywhere. You're sick of it at this point, but I have to mention it. The Phillies caring, right? So, Bader hits a home run, hits the stands. It's in no one's possession. Hits into a seat. Guy grabs the ball, takes it to his kid, hugs his kid. He's happy. His kid's happy. He got the home run ball. All of a sudden, enter Karen. She comes in. That's mine. You took it out of my hands. I've watched at least a dozen angles of this. I see nowhere that he ever took it out of her hands. But she was very entitled, insisted it was hers. The dad, not sure I would have done what the dad did. You know, he wanted to keep the peace. He took the ball back from his kid and give it to her, and whatever. After that, the Mariners and Phillies, Mariners sent some swag over to the kid, and then after the game, he got to meet Bader and got a signed bat. So, I guess it all works out. I know internet detectives are hunting this woman down, so let's hope they find some kind of peace in it soon before something gets worse. All right. Let's get on in. We know what time of year it is. Football season's here. We have week 1. And a lot going on in week 1. So let's see what's going on in football. On September 7th, the Detroit Lions fell to the Green Bay Packers 27-13 in week 1. Jordan Love threw 2 touchdowns. Michael Parsons made his debut count with a sack, and the Packers looked sharp early. The Buffalo Bills came back from 15 points down to stun the Ravens 41-40. Although Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson played an amazing game, Henry is an absolute beast, and if you look it up, actually Adam Sandler promised him if he hit, I want to say 2,500 yards this season, he's going to put him in a movie, so always rooting for Henry. Oh, the start of the week. Okay, so Eagles versus Cowboys. There's tension right off the bat. We see Dak Prescott spit at the ground, and then Jalen Carter just rears back and spits on Dak, gets ejected for the game. I get, Dak was going to incite anger there with that move, and it worked. Jalen played into it, ultimately hurt his team, made it a lot harder for them. They did secure the win, but it could have been a lot easier with him. Over on the college gridiron, it gave us some fireworks too. Ohio State is new number 1 after knocking off the big dog Texas. Penn State, LSU, Georgia, and Miami round out the top 5. And Alabama took a nosedive to number 21. Eesh. After losing to FSU. All right. This week. Coolest Oddball Sports Cards coming in with number 8 is one of my personal favorites. I was actually having a conversation about this card last night. One of my favorite players of all time is none other than the 1989 Fleer Randy Johnson Marlboro ad. This one is the blacked out. This one out of my personal collection. I do have a tint, but so let's get it here where you can see it a little bit better. This is one of the wildest oddball cards out there because they snapped this picture of the big unit standing in front of the scoreboard and oops, a Marlboro ad in the background. Now, being as baseball cards are targeted for kids, they could not show the Marlboro ad. So the first run went unnoticed. Very rare, very expensive if you find them. Then they tried to tint it with a reddish green odd color, and then this one is the blacked out redacted version. Did get it. It is signed. Pretty proud of that. So, you know, it's one of those things when people my age were kids, we saw cigarettes in all the movies and the magazines everywhere, and then all of a sudden that started to change. We started to say, hey, you know, this isn't appropriate. We shouldn't be advertising this on for stuff for kids. So they started pulling it, and this is one of the first things that I can think of that started happening with. So let me know, do you have this card in your collection? Which version is it? And go ahead and tell me your favorite big unit memory. Let's aside from the exploding bird, that's everybody's favorite. Come on, be creative. So that's it for episode 10. Gonna take it a little easy. There's so much to cover. Football starting back, baseball's winding up for playoff time. I'm just happy to be here and be part of it. So go ahead and let me know in the comments who's the bigger villain. Would it be the Phillies Karen? Would it be Jalen Carter? And do you have this? Which one do you have in your collection? What's your favorite oddball card so far? And tune in next week. We're going to have number 7. We're going to try to flip it around a little bit for you. Until then, guys, keep sipping, keep ripping, most of all, keep ranting about it. Later.